Well, today on the podcast, Brooks, we're having a pretty low-key day because, one, we're tired of talking about Nintendo stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I think we said last time, like, we weren't going to really talk about it too much until one of us has a hands-on experience with it.
Yeah,
so
I think that'll be appropriate.
I think that's pretty fair. We've talked about as much as speculation and based on what other people say. So
yeah, we're pretty tired of the Switch 2, and then I'm so burnt out on Nintendo and Switch 2 stuff. Like we discussed it before the actual podcast, but we're gonna leave it where it is
on the podcast. Yeah, we already have like what we're gonna be. So today I want to just kind of catch up. We could talk about some things. We've had some ideas about things that we would like to do on the channel. And I think we're going to talk about that. Things that we had got going on in our lives and things that are happening. So I think it'd be good to just kind of catch up and talk about what's going on.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey Siri, heads or tails, Andrew?
Tails.
Oh well, it's tails. Siri already beat me to it. So
I'll
start.
Go first.
You start
go first. So things that are going on with me. We'll just do one thing at a time, and we'll go back and forth, kind of how we do with the with the ranks.
Sounds good.
So first thing I'm really pumped about right now is I've been making so much content, and it's been really fun. Like to a point that I had to take this whole last month off from it. Just to give myself like a break, but I'm very excited about all the stuff we've been doing. Like me and you have been doing some really fun stuff. Like I've been enjoying all the things we've had. Some honestly, I would call it success.
Yeah.
With like
of course
the stuff that we've been making, the shorts that we've been making. Our numbers have been looking pretty good for a channel with under 100 subscribers.
We're almost at 100 too.
I know.
It's
like crazy.
I noticed as we post shorts, it kind of like goes up and up and up. It creeps
up. Exactly. And
the short form is where we're. And the micropod's killing it too. So.
Dude, yeah, so that's the other thing. Me and Aaron, I've been doing this other podcast called Micropod with my friend Aaron. For those of you who don't know anything about that stuff, it's basically a podcast that lasts. I mean, we try to make it last about 3 minutes. It posts to short form places everywhere, and it's basically just about like a singular topic every single time. It's basically for people who want like very surface, broad level, entry level information about a topic. So for instance, we did an episode this week about Timbaland, the producer Timbaland, starting his own AI label, and I basically just gave like who he is, what is happening, and then we like reacted to the comments, like read a bunch of comments and like saw like what the industry and like the internet was talking about, and then we kind of gave our thoughts, and then we put it to people, and then like the rest of the conversation happens in the comments of each individual post, which I think is really cool.
That's
personally
nice.
So it's a different way of trying some stuff, and that's been pretty successful. And then I took a pause on home studio hangout stuff at the end of May, so I need to start prepping to ramp that back up in August, but that's been really good. That's been going pretty well. I crossed 250 subscribers on that channel. That's pretty fun. And then I'm at 1,200 on my personal, and that's been pretty good. I haven't been posting too consistent on there, but it's been just like I've been having fun, just like doing a bunch of stuff, talking about a bunch of stuff.
I like it.
It's been pretty good overall. I think I like overdid it a little bit going into the summer, but it kind of worked out because it's the summertime and it's a natural point to take a break anyway. So I'm pretty excited to like, I've been taking a break. We've been kind of not as consistent with the live stuff, but we've been posting other things, which is the way that we do things here. However, I am excited like to prep for the rest of the year. It's going to be super, super cool.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. What about you?
For me,
start content-wise. Let's start. That seems to be where we're at right now.
Okay, so content-wise, I made my update video yesterday, kind of like laying the groundwork for what I want to do for the second half of the year, because I've been doing for the past like since like 2019, maybe early, at least 2019. I've been making these like bi-yearly like update videos. It's like, hey, where am I at? What's new? What's going on here? What's going on? And you can like go, and I made a playlist of it. You can go back and track the progress.
That's pretty cool.
That I've made over the years, whether it's like my setup, where I'm living, my financial situation, or my life situation, or work situation, or whatever situation that I've been in. It's like you can actually track it over the course of these videos. I think I've made like at least 10.
That's really cool.
And like, so I made one yesterday, and it was really funny, and I really liked it. I actually edited it more, and I noticed as we've been doing, like, you and I have been working together, like outside of this, like in the corporate realm.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
True.
I actually do want to talk about that now.
True. So, but like, I noticed that my sensibilities for what's important and what isn't has like drastically improved, because I was watching my own video, and it was like 7 to 8 minutes of footage, and I got it down to like maybe 6 or 5 or something, or I don't remember.
You just cut all the like the extra
and
stuff.
I was like, dude, that's fluff, that's not it. And it's like, once you do it enough, it's like, I'm trained, I have like eyes like a hawk.
Yep. I've definitely helped hone your skills with that a little bit.
Yeah, and it's been really good
shorts.
Because like I've noticed my stuff getting better and better and better and better. I still have a few flubs here and there. I mean, if you mass produce content, then there's going to be every now and then you're going to hit a snag, and like.
I also think that leaving those in is a good way to keep it like relatable.
Dude, I have literally seen mistakes in like million sub channels in video, especially like the more slop content, and I've seen it in highly edited videos. I've seen it in slop edited videos. I've seen it in top 10s. I've seen it like all over YouTube. It still makes YouTube very DIY. Like, you can hire editors.
It makes it feel very like, oh, we're just people making stuff.
That's the beauty in mistakes on YouTube, because I mean, there's still there's mistakes in music. There's mistakes in movies and shows, and in books.
We call those mistakes in the music producer world happy accidents.
Yeah, because like the Beatles records are famous for that, where they're like, you could listen to like you can hear, I think it's I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can hear Paul scream when he misses a note in like Hey Jude or something like that. I don't remember the song, but there's a lot of little mistakes like that, and they leave them in. The Beatles are famous for leaving in mistakes like that. So
yeah, I think it's a good thing. Well, and I want to say to you, I love the idea of the like bi-yearly or yearly thing. So I have something very similar that I do on my channel, where every year at the end of March, after I've done my taxes and gotten my tax forms back for the year, I do a ever since I've gone full-time in like freelance, I do a yearly review on like, here's how much money I made. Like I get like really open with everybody. It's like, here's how much money I made. Here are the views that I did. Here's like the projects that I worked on. Here's where I failed. Here's where I did really well. Here's where I wanted to do well and didn't. Here's a place that I did do well, and it's like generally ends up being like a 30-minute video of me just talking through like these points. And dude, it's gonna be really cool. I think I've only done it 2 years now.
Yeah.
So this next March will be year 3, and I'm really excited. Like after year 5 to like go back and watch like all of these videos and look and see like
it's cool. Like even with mine,
I know you've been doing it so much longer than me.
It feels great. It wasn't even like preemptive. It wasn't like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set out to do it. Just it happened naturally. Yeah. And now I have this like archive of like where I've been the past like 6 to 7 years, and it's been really cool. Well, it was 2025, 2019. That'd be 6 years. Over the past 6 years, you can literally track where I've been. And dude, there's one. Okay, this is kind of personal, but like I've grown literally.
Physically?
So there's videos you could go back on my channel and watch old live streams. I look like I was on meth because I was like so skinny in my neck and my head and my face, and granted I was going through some stuff at the time, not drugs though, never did meth, but like now I just look different. I feel different. I am different, and it's cool to see that. And
for sure.
Content wise for me, like I have a lot of. I think you and I we have a lot of ambition and ideas for our like solo stuff and for this channel. So let's segue that into what we have planned.
Sure, that's fine. So what do you have planned for your channel this year the rest of this year specifically? Because I'd like to hear that.
React content, specifically focusing on the legacy content. So no drama, no current events, maybe if it's relevant, but not in the way that people are doing, because people are doing React content as like this like pseudo journalism type beat, where they're like they're not technically journalists. Some of them might actually be, but like it's just
we're talking about like the Hassans. Where
it's like your regular people that are like reacting to world news and world events and current events, but also big drama and stuff like that. Like I don't want to be that guy. I want to kind of change the approach to React content. Is like, hey, I'm reacting as an editor. I'm reacting as somebody who loves this art form. I'm
Whatever
reacting
medium
as.
It is.
Have you ever seen those videos on GQ where it's like ex jewel thief reviews like Ocean's 11 or something, like movies or whatever, or like Uncut Gems or something like that. That's kind of the approach that I want to do. Is like somebody who's like, hey, I've made content for a long time. Here's people that A, I look up to, B, that inspired me, C, I'm interested in this topic. Like I did one of a video of talking about 1993 in film. That's one of my favorite videos that I've done, because like it's very easy. It's very simple to do React content, but like adding your commentary, adding your own 2 cents, adding your own experiences with the movies or whatever. And like for example, it talks about Steven Spielberg with Jurassic Park and Schindler's List. I love both of those movies, and Schindler's List is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And I remember watching it in high school, and you add that experience to that, and I just think it's great. So that's my main focus for this year. And then the Let's Talk About series, which people
which I like those videos a lot, which is like more singularly topic focused.
Yeah, and it's unscripted. It's kind of like the micropod approach, where it's like very surface level. Here, you go do the research, you form your own opinions. I'm just introducing like people hate it. Some people just like either hate it, or at best they just don't, or at best they don't understand. At worst they just are like, this one guy asked me straight up, he's like, is this satire? And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it's just fun.
Me talking about stuff.
It's just a very surface level, unscripted fun thing.
Can I pitch you an idea? You an idea live on the podcast that I think would work really, really well for you? Because I love your 1993 in film. Yeah, year in film idea. What I would love to see, because I think this would very much go down your alley, is looking at a body of work from an individual and then ranking that body of work.
Tarantino would have to be mine. That's one I have the most
you watch
experience.
Every single Tarantino movie, you take notes as you watch it, and then at the end of it, you rank all of them. And you basically review every single Tarantino movie and in order of release, and then at the end, you rank them all.
So that's not far off from from the last thing that I was going to talk about. So it's like actual big scripted videos. Like I have like these passion project ideas, and I would love to do that for. You could do that for movies. You could do that for directors. Dude, I would love to
see you do it for Weezer.
Oh yeah, I could. Like do
every Weezer album, and like you just listen. I only listen to Weezer. I ranked every Weezer album. It's like such a great idea.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure like people have done like tier lists and stuff like that, but it's more than a tier list. It's more intimate than a tier list.
It's very much because you're literally listening to all of it.
I could do that. I would probably do that for Weezer, Foo Fighters. I could do that for Tarantino. I could do that for video games.
But you need to restart and listen to all of it again.
I wouldn't mind doing that for like Castlevania, because that's a game series that like not a lot of my friends really play.
All of them? That would be so fun.
Because I've played a lot of them, and I'd have to beat Castlevania 3 and like the really hard games, but like I think I could do that. I could do probably Pokemon would be it.
The way I would do it, if I were like suggesting you do it is play the game, then make a talking head video immediately after you are finished the game, kind of giving a retrospective of the game, or maybe even like the beginning, the middle, the end of each game, just like very short things of like how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then at the end, wrap it all up with like your rankings.
So what my friend Matt does, shout out to Don Schnack. What he'll do is, I love his video formatting where he will he'll do like a Kirby Nuzlocke, for example. And like he sets his own rules and everything, but he live streams the gameplay, takes snippets. Same for Carthu. Carthu did that. When I used to work with Carthu, we would do gaming videos like that. And it's a great idea. It's a great format.
Because you could live stream you actually playing
Yeah,
the game.
he like live streamed all of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but a challenge that he was doing. And then we cut it up and made it into a digestible video. That would be a great idea.
That's a great idea.
I need to pick and then this is the last thing I'll say about that, and then we can go on to your stuff.
Sure.
But I need to take at least 1 to 3 of those ideas, write them out, pin them like to the wall or something, and then just pursue it. And whatever happens with that,
I love that.
Whatever happens with that, because I have like the scripted videos I wanted to do is I mentioned it in the update video where I wanted to basically talk about every single one of my tattoos. Tell the story behind it, do like an edited segment behind it, and be like, hey, this is that, this is this, or it's like a talking head video, or like show some footage or gameplay of a game, and be like, hey, this is from Hollow Knight. Not much to say about that. It's just Hollow Knight. I love the game. Here's people in my life who love the game. And then like go to the tattoo place. It's like, all right, now that I've talked about it, why don't we actually go there? Or like,
let's get a tattoo together.
Yeah, let's get a tattoo. Let's get a new tattoo. And let's interview the people at
that's a great idea.
Place.
That's a great idea. So my friend Jonathan Wright is doing kind of a similar thing, but in the Christian music niche. So he's going back through and doing like legacy albums. So he's reviewing new albums one at a time, which I think is really cool. Because really, like in the Christian music world, there's really no like Anthony Fantano of the Christian music world, like at all. Which I think is pretty cool. Like he's just like taking that mantle on and running with it. I think it's super cool. But he's also doing legacy reviews where he went back through and he said, I listened to every Stephen Curtis Chapman album from beginning to end. And like some of them were good, some of them were bad. And he ranked them all. And then his favorite song that like spoke to him the most, at the end, he did a cover of it.
Oh, that's awesome! Please send me
what
that.
A great idea! Yeah, I'll send it to you. He's doing one for Reliant. He's doing one for Reliant K too.
I would love to see one on like Casting Crowns and Third Day and like Mercy Me.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just interesting. It's like
you say he's doing. Did you say Jars of Clay or Reliant K?
Reliant K.
Okay, yeah, Reliant K is one of those. Yeah,
he's got his Patreon voting on.
Do you remember Hawk Nelson?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's an era of my life.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'm gonna before I forget, I'm gonna send you that video.
So yeah, there's a lot of ambition in my brain. I just need to like actually make it happen. And even if I did one of those videos a year, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, dude. I don't think it needs to be as complicated as.
It doesn't. It just needs to happen. That's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Is starting.
Exactly. Yeah, because like, I think if you look at the way that Jonathan's did this Stephen Curtis Chapman video, which did 5.5K last month, which is like pretty solid for him. He's got like 3.9 subs, so it's like it's definitely overshooting his channel numbers. Hold on, let me find it. Here you go. I'm sending it to you right now so you can watch it later. Yep. But yeah, nice. No, it's definitely like a great idea, and it doesn't need to be as complicated or as like insane as you think it does. I think actually the simpler it is, the better it is.
Yeah, it just needs all I need to do is script it and structure it. And once I have an idea,
I don't even think you need to script it necessarily. I just think you need to outline how you want the format of the video to go.
That's more or less what I mean. Is like I need, if I don't have a structure for what I want to do, it just will never happen. It'll never materialize. Sure. Like and it's in my brain. For me, the way I create is like I like when people tell me what to do. When it's making everybody else's stuff, I like being told, hey, do this, do that, add X, Y, Z. That's how we work together, and I love that. For my own stuff, I need just the structure, because if I'll have the idea, but it'll be like this nebulous kind of loose thing, and it needs to be like, I need to have the focus down to here, or else it won't be able to happen. And that's my biggest issue. That's the biggest problem that I have, is starting. And once I start, it can happen and it can be great, but I need to be able to start.
For sure. Okay. As far as my stuff, I am trying to pick back up doing a little bit more personal channel stuff for the rest of the year. I have Kendall, who you've played bass for. I got you a gig playing bass for. I've worked on her for 4 of her songs for the last couple months, and we've gotten them to a point that they're great. And I'm going to do a little more of an extensive video. This is probably going to be my most extensive video that I've ever worked on, which is showing the demo process, her coming to me and showing me the demo, all the way to here's the final mix and master. And I tried to get at least a little bit filmed across that whole timeline. Yeah. And I'm gonna interject it with me talking about stuff and showing. I also have all of the sessions that I worked on throughout the timeline as well, so I can show the sessions as well. And I think that'll be a really cool video. I'm actually really excited about that video because the song, I think I even sent it to you, is that song Slow.
And, I love that song.
Dude, it's so good. And that's the one that they're going to run as the first single too. So I think it's going to be a really cool idea. I want to do some more ideas like that. I want to do me and Shama have some songs that I want to do like that, where he sends me a demo and then we work through it and then I get it on the other end of it. There's some stuff like that I think will be super fun. I just need to find, this is my struggle, and this is kind of what I'm trying to figure out over the next month, is I need to find a way, a simple video format, because I have a bunch of really big video ideas that are going to take a lot of time and effort, and I there's no way I can be super consistent with that. I need to find 1 or 2 really easy video formats. I tested one out yesterday that I thought was pretty fun, which was it's Prime Week this week. So if you're trying to buy stuff on Amazon, it's a good time to buy hard drives and things like that, or lights and camera gear. But I went through and found the things that are most applicable to music producers, and did just a very quick we have this, and this, and these are all the prices. And I kind of broke it up into sections of MIDI controllers, audio interfaces, utility stuff, and things that I think are just really interesting things that you might want. And I think that's an interesting video type. I'm not sure how much I could do that consistently though, because it really only works for Prime Day. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out I don't know if you have any ideas for that. I'm trying to find a way to be low effort when it comes to edits, really, because something I can just sit down and just talk about.
That's I think that's how do I articulate this?
Because to me, that's your let's talk about series.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I need something like that for me that makes sense for my channel. And my channel's ultimate goal is to talk about music production and have people want to hire me to work with them.
Right, and you understand that world way better than I do. That was my outlet for us. I'm just going to sit down. I'm barely going to edit this, if at all. I'm just going to say what I want to say and then just leave it. And having that kind of stuff is important too, because and also the React stuff, reacting to certain videos that I like. And unfortunately, it's hard to react to music stuff because it's so copywritten and you could just get taken down immediately.
That's the problem with my niche. It's everything that I would want to do, I can't make money on it. Because the video will literally just get removed. Either it'll get demonetized or it'll just get pulled down.
So one thing I noticed that Anthony Fantano does is he does a track review, and he'll listen to it and he'll be like, hey, what's up? I'm listening to this song. I'm listening to that. And then he speeds up the footage, and then he gives his initial thoughts on the song. And that's kind of like.
That's a good way to do it. The problem is I don't want to be a music reviewer.
Of course, yeah, and it's hard because it's not really production.
Yeah.
That's not. You could possibly make it production related.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I think your niche is a little more difficult to find.
That's the problem is like finding a thing that's like really easy to do. Because like my initial thought is recreating a sound from a record.
Mm-hmm.
I think would be really cool. That takes forever.
Yeah.
Doing that takes forever.
I can imagine that takes
because I have to like figure out like, okay, what is this, a guitar? Is this a bass? Is this a synth that I don't have? Like if it's a synth that I have access to, like can I get it? Or like or if it's a digital, like can I digitally recreate it in something? I don't know. I there's something in that vein that I have an idea where it's like finding iconic sounds, like synth sounds, and then recreating them in a free synth and then giving the patch away.
So from a layman, I wonder if you could focus on like do like a 5-minute video about like one plugin or one technique or one thing, because that would be helpful for me because I don't know anything. Like I've been playing music a long time. I don't know any of the production side. Like, hey, here's how to track, like almost like not tutorials, but like here's how I would track. Like I'm basically I'm basically like,
sorry, Eli hit you with a nasty one.
Brooks
I'm sorry.
is a dude from Codename Kids Next Door, all grown up. Dude, yeah.
That's so good.
I'm Nigel's dad.
That's so good. Oh, sorry. That was just so good. I couldn't
he's
ignore
right.
that one.
All I need to do is grow out hair on the sides and gain like another 100 pounds, and I could be Nigel's dad.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue. Yeah,
also,
I think
Eli. I'm just kidding.
That was a good one, Eli. But yeah, no, I think that's not a bad idea. Where it's just like we just kind of figure out like what's one hyper specific thing that I could just talk about. But the thing is with those, like I would want to be able to show it as well. So I would have to find a way. I just need to find a way to make that editing process like
seamless.
Way faster.
Yeah. I'm not whether the guy
it's
to
using
ask,
whether it's using OBS to do that and like really just like not even editing, just like changing scenes in OBS to change my looks and whatnot. I don't know.
I don't either. I'm unfortunately I'm not like the person to ask for that.
Hey, if anybody's watching and you have any ideas, let me know in the comments because I'd love to figure this out together. But that's my thing is like I have a bunch of grand big video ideas. Dude, I have this idea that would take a lot of money and time and effort, but it would be really cool to so Eli, just to clarify what I'm talking about, I'm trying to find a simple video idea. I have a bunch of really grand video ideas that are going to take a lot of time and effort. It's impossible to be consistent on YouTube on my personal music production channel by only doing those videos because like they take months to make sometimes because like I have to go through the process of like doing the record or whatever. So I can't just do that all the time. I need to find like some sort of really simple video format that I can do week to week that's like pretty low effort on the editing side and the like something that I know because I know music production really, really well. So something that's kind of low effort on the editing side. I can do the front end pretty well, but
maybe like this is what I worked on like this week in production.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I'm not the guy to ask, I don't think.
Something like that. But like how Brooks has his Let's Talk About series, like that's a pretty straightforward. Yeah, exactly, Eli. Like I want the consistency from the simple videos that like helps the big high output videos do even better. So, but I was going to say I have this really cool idea and I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I kind of want to do it maybe next year. It's going to be a big goal for me next year, I think. Is I want to do a sounds of series where I do the sounds of a city and I go around a city with a like an ambient mic, like a field recorder mic, and I get samples and I like basically it's a travel video of me going around a city and like going to random places, getting samples and like eating food with friends and like all that kind of stuff. And then the score of the montages is all music made from those samples.
That's cool.
By other producer friends of mine, and then it's intercut with like them doing breakdowns of their thing. So it's like half music, half travel vlog, half music breakdown video, like production breakdown video.
That's cool.
I thought it would be really interesting. I want to try it out as like a video idea. But that's a big video though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a lot of footage. That's a lot of like I have to hope that I get good stuff.
We both have our own like huge ideas that we want to do, and it's like the luxury of time for both of us is just like I wish we had like 10 days of the week.
I know. And then like podcast stuff for me, like home studio hangout podcast stuff for me comes pretty easy, to be honest. Like I can just ask friends to come on, or I can just ask. Most people are pretty down to like do music podcast stuff now. So, like, I can just talk to producers and whatnot, and I think it's pretty cool. For me, I just need to get, like, super consistent on my scheduling for that. So
yeah, that's a hard thing to do, too, is with what we do. So, so let's read what Eli said. He said, one type of video I'd love to see, how would a pro set up a recording space in a given room? Stuff about how to make your stuff sound good no matter what your space is like.
That's a really good idea for a video.
Not bad.
That's a great idea for a video.
You could use, honestly, we could work together on that because you could turn my room into that.
Oh yeah, it's almost like a pimp. It's almost like Pimp My Ride, but
this is like level expert.
Yeah, it's almost like Pimp My Ride, but for your tracking.
You can't see it, but I do have my drum kit over here. I've seen there's a video of somebody talking about when Led Zeppelin recorded drums, and the guy accidentally like discovered multi-tracking for drums, where they had like all they really had was like a kick, a snare, and like an overhead.
Yeah.
And like, but that sounded like John Bonham, which was unbelievable. So you can do a lot with less.
They did a certain miking technique. So funny thing, they did this really interesting miking technique called the Glenn Johns method. And you mic the kick and the snare like you normally do, but then you do like an overhead top like miking technique, and then you do like an over the shoulder one to get like the toms and the hi-hats and stuff, and this one gets like the ride and like the room noise and stuff.
Yeah,
it's really cool. It's a very interesting technique. I've only used it like a couple of times, but it does get you that very like old Led Zeppelin like 2 album.
That's cool.
Kind of sound.
Yeah, well, honestly, if you wanted to turn my room into a little recording space, that would be your, because that's a collaborative video. It's like, hey, we do this together. Why not turn this into
That'd be fun.
So
yeah, but let's talk about things we like, stuff that we want to do. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, so speaking of ideas and stuff and collaborating, like, I think the biggest thing for you and I is instead of things we like pod, it's things we like channel now.
Yeah, we did. If you haven't seen it, we did change the name on, I think, everything.
And if not everything, well, it'll in time.
It will be. It'll be there. But yeah, we're shifting it from things we like pod to things we like channel, because we've found that like doing the podcast is super, super fun. It's also really, really hard to get us down for like a consistent hour every single week to live stream.
Yes.
So we will still be doing the podcast, just kind of as we can, like how we have.
Like
been
when there's relevant
summer.
stuff, or when there's like, because there hasn't been. I think the most relevant thing that has happened since the Switch 2 stuff is like, I don't know how much you know about the Stop Killing Games saga that's been going on right now.
No, I don't know about that. You're talking about the pirate software thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's been going on, but that's more like a drama thing. It's like the initiative's great. Pirate software tried to kill it, and it just made it bigger. And then now, like, if I'm not mistaken, game companies have lobbied against it. So it's like it's becoming a thing. But like that kind of stuff is like, we usually
don't really
cover
know
that.
enough about that though.
Like I know enough about it to talk about it and have opinions about it, but I don't like that's the kind of stuff we would talk about like on the podcast if there was a big event, if we were both following it, but we would both have to be involved and kind of
and follow it.
But like as far as stuff for the channel goes, we have we have content ideas and we want to pursue more of that. So
I think doing like some of the reaction content that we've been doing is super fun. We'll keep doing that. I think that's super fun. The like the video game music stuff, I love those. That entire like series of videos that we did where we like went back to old 64 games and like just listened to like some of the soundtracks. I think those are super fun. And then there's some other things of like challenges that we want to do. So we had an idea, and this is probably going to be something that we do relatively soon, where we try to find ourselves or find someone that we're subscribed to on short form.
Yeah, so basically like
starting a new channel and starting with a new channel and like trying to find it.
Yeah, so that would be great. We've got a lot of fun ideas, basically like rating our short feeds, rating our like whether it's mine and then Andrew's and then we could use the things we like channel to like see if we could find ourselves or whatever. Or like you said, just make a new channel and do that.
Well, it would be like we make a new channel to like what do new users see on a homepage and how long does it take us to find. We were going to have to set aside hours probably to do this, but definitely like what do new users see on a homepage, how easy is it to like actually shift your algorithm to be something that you want to watch.
And like I think pursuing different content ideas would be fun. It would kind of like work
the D&D thing. I think that was super fun.
It only took me 8 months to edit,
that was
extremely fun.
That wasn't because of any specific thing for you. That was because you were overly busy.
It would have been easier if I was able to more reliably put that footage on my PC rather than my laptop, because I could have knocked it out in like a couple hours on my PC. I think it was just the files were big and it was just hard to transfer, and like Mac to PC, it was just it was better to do on my laptop, but it just took me so much longer. It usually takes me big projects. It takes me a longer time to do them on a laptop, just because it's like I feel condensed, and I'm just like, I know people that can like probably edit circles around me on a laptop, but for me, it's just.
I think there's ways to there's ways to move around all that stuff. We could get that to work if we needed to.
So, but anyways, like I did love that. I love that series. I'm really proud of that. Like that was one of the things I was the most proud of last year was doing that.
And I think we have like there are other systems that I think would be super fun where we like do a surface level learning of a system. I try to DM it, and I get you and like some of the guys to play with us.
Oh yeah, you just bought one recently.
I bought two. Hold on, I'll be find it.
Yeah, I was there.
Called Blades in the Dark. It's super cool. It's like a assassin-y kind of game, but it's told through story, which is really cool. It's like told through flashbacks. So you use flashbacks to almost like retcon stuff that is like happening. It's super fun. And then I got this one that I talked about previously on the podcast called Daggerheart.
Yep.
And it's a very big game, but it also comes with these like cards that are really cool. To help you like build characters and tell stories and stuff. It's super fun. So I'm very excited to I'm gonna start really diving into these two systems and at least learning it enough to run a game on it.
Yeah, I'd like to do that again, because having that on the channel would be a lot of fun. It's like running Daggerheart or running Blades in the Dark.
I think it would also be super fun for us to not just do TTRPGs, but to do board games as well.
Yeah, because between you and me and like Daniel and everybody else, like we've got tons of board games. Like I'd love to run a game of like Betrayal with y'all, because that's my favorite board game of all time.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
And
we have to figure out how to shoot it, but I think we could do it.
Yeah, Betrayal would have to be. You'd almost have to have like a big overhead shot.
You have to do a top down,
and then like us around it. But like,
I think you could do it. 4 players. 2 on each side, and then a top-down shot.
Eli
so
was asking if you
don't
did
need
like
three cameras.
Warhammer stuff. Like,
I have not played the Warhammer Fantasy RP. I have a friend named Justin who's massive into the Warhammer Fantasy RPG stuff.
mm-hmm.
And actually, I was thinking about talking to him about like running that for us as an option to like not me DMing, but having him be the GM for that game on a system that I don't know and like already have a friend that knows it really well. There's also like the Avatar, The Last Airbender RPG that's super cool. And there's also if you're a fan of Brandon Sanderson, which I am, and our friend Ryan Love is, and you are getting into Mistborn,
right.
that he's got a system for the Cosmere with like all of his magic systems in one TTRPG.
That's cool.
That I think will be super cool when it comes out. It's not out yet, but when that one comes out, we'll definitely run that as well. But I think like doing some of that kind of stuff will be super fun too. And I don't feel like that needs to be super complicated. I think like the less edited that is probably better.
So I think the goal with what we're trying to do moving forward is if we do podcasts, like no episode numbers, no seasons, none of that. We just make it less stressed, very just fluid
conversations about what's going on in the world.
It's our own little thing. Like it's our own little piece in time that we do it in. There's no rush. There's no stress. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to fit it in this little box. Like we'll
try to do it with like very specific topics.
Oh, and also we were gonna do like we were gonna watch an anime series, like one episode of an anime, like because like
watch a season of like
a whole season or an episode.
A season.
Ooh, that's even better.
A season of, I think we said Solo Leveling is what you wanted to watch?
Yeah, I would watch Solo Leveling. You would watch Delicious in Dungeon. And they're both two relatively new series.
But we would watch it together. We would watch it together and react to it together.
Yeah, and then chop it up and like have like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like have that. And then we'd have to make timestamps. Like I've been making timestamps.
We'd probably do multiple. We'd probably do a video per episode.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. And then once it's all done, you make the mashup of all of it, and it's like a 2.5 hour long video.
Exactly.
But people love those. Like I love those. I have a whole playlist on my channel called Videos to Binge, and it's just like I'll add videos that I want to watch later and that other people can watch that are just like video essays of like long stuff. Like for example, this guy's name's he goes by Dylan the Night Owl. He just did a 2-hour retrospective on Spyro, and like
dude, there's a video I actually want us to watch and react to. Where it's a guy doing the history of a bunch of old Nintendo games.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so good.
That kind of stuff is so good. So like individual episodes, and then we mash them all together, and then like we could do an episode a week or something like that, and then that would be cool. And that could be our focus for, like, whatever, and then we could pivot to something else, and then we could go back to that. So
I think it'd be super fun. To do like different. We're just gonna try a bunch of stuff, see what works, the channel's called Things We Like, so we're gonna try to have a broad sense of like just a bunch of things that we enjoy, and it's gonna be a variety channel. And like I know that YouTube doesn't necessarily love variety channels; they want you to stick into kind of niches, a box. But I don't really care. That's what our personal channels are for. You know?
I know, yeah.
This is just like we want to make fun stuff, and then we'll do it.
I think, and this is no slight to anyone, I think the best thing about what we're doing is like we already have stability in this is not our job. Like this is not our livelihood does not depend on this channel succeeding. We have, we have jobs, we have work, we're pretty steady outside of this. So I think that is kind of the catalyst for really good content, because it's like, okay, we can approach this as fast as we want. We could approach this when we want, when we can. We don't have to rush anything. We can concentrate on making it the best thing it can be before we put it out, so we don't have to rush week by week by week by week. We don't have to make it like like how South Park used to do their stuff, where they would make an episode like every week and it'd be crunch, 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 crunch. everybody's stress. It doesn't have to be that way, which is really nice for us. And that's what I like about what we do. And
just do one big thing that we could chop up into a bunch of tiny things, which gives us breathing room to make other big stuff and then, all the tiny things in between.
And there's a lot of potential. And like, even if we met like twice a week, like on a Tuesday and Thursday, like, hey, we do one thing Tuesday, it's really quick. One thing Thursday, it's really quick. Like,
sure,
we could, I mean, it's the content, like the world's kind of in our hands at this point. And that's a cheesy thing to say, but like everything, like all the potential is like right here.
We're not like you said, we're not like bound to this channel making money or of anything. So it's purely going to be like stuff we want to do for fun. And I think that's the best way for it to be.
And ultimately, like, let's say we have this channel in our back pockets. It's a great thing to add to our resume that we already have. Like, I also, like, I finally got my website up. I just have to edit it. It's like through Squarespace or whatever. I just have to take like a weekend or something and just really sit down and concentrate and like edit and knock it out and have everything. That way, instead of having like a typed up resume, if I like applied for a job or if I'm like trying to go work for somebody that I really like or whatever, I'm like, hey, here's my site, here's everything I do there. And like, I do a podcast channel, I do a content channel, I do my channel, I've worked for corporate stuff, I've worked for all that. So a lot of cool stuff in the works, I think.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think the last thing I want to mention is we have our own content business that we've been running that's been really fun and kind of making us able to do all of this stuff without having to stress about the money side of it. So shout out Brad at Studio 101. Me and Brad started a business called 101 Media 2 years ago, I guess now, almost a year and a half ago. And we got our first like major client called the Barndo Co., which is like a barndominium builder.
I love them.
And we love them. We love TJ and all of them. And they do some really good stuff up here in the Southeast. And they build barndominiums, custom built barndominiums. And basically we run all of their content channels for them. And it's been really successful for them. We've sold a bunch of barndominiums for them. And now we're working on trying to expand that business into some other categories. So trying to get some new clients for that turnkey business. And then we're also working alongside some churches doing what's the word? I guess like post work for them.
Yeah.
Where we do like shorts and I post mix and basically get them a bunch of other options that are pretty cool.
Yeah, like post production or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess.
But yeah, no, it's that stuff is giving us the ability, that stuff, and then like our other, you working for some other creators and me doing my main music production job, it's kind of giving us the ability to do this stuff for fun for free and not have to stress about it.
It's nice, and I like working this way myself because like I like having a lot of little things that add up to a lot, because I've worked on big projects before, and I don't know about you, I get so burnt out on like really big things, especially when it's like you have to do this, you're getting paid for this, and you have a deadline. That stresses me out. Like if it's a lot of little things, it's more manageable in my brain. Like I do get overwhelmed easily sometimes, but that's just my nature. I love what I do, so I could say the same for you. I don't want to speak for you. If it's not fun, there's no point in doing it.
If it's not fun, why bother?